So
Okay, so for me, when I was still at PwC, I knew I had a set time. When I got in, I knew, oh, I was going to spend 3 years here and I wanted to leave. And when that time was getting close, I needed to think about where was the place that I could make the highest impact. And after scouting through all companies in Africa, to be honest, I isolated MTN long before I even came in contact with MTN at all. So I isolated MTN in terms of, I saw their 2025 goal in terms of converting from a telco to a technology company. And I knew that because I like finding myself in a place where I know I could make maximum difference. PwC, I also joined them. I got employed with them when I was still an undergraduate. And they were establishing, I don't know if you know the Experience Center, but I hope you visit someday. It's here, it's right here at VI.
yeah,
So,
I know
unlike
someone who works there. I'm sure you know her.
Faida.
Yes, yes, she's
Interesting.
my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. So, so the Experience Center was established to basically focus on emerging technologies. And what they were looking at then, 5 years ago, was they needed to get skills around AR, VR, blockchain, IoT, the emerging technologies. And they're looking across the ecosystem in Nigeria and Africa to say, where can we actually get AR, VR developers? Around that time was the time when I was just finishing school, was not done completely with school, and I was deeply into Unity, modeling with Maya, pushing out projects, going out for competition, and they came
That's
across my
cool.
work, right? So they came across some of my work, not even the director who was at the,
No,
Zai,
certainly not me.
I wanted to say,
Yeah.
not even the director who was at that came across my work. It was someone also in PwC that then called her and said, "Oh, you are looking for AR and VR developers. I found one," and she called me and we talked a bit about it. I also sent a friend of mine's portfolio. They were good with it. We came in. We did, like you said, a lot of work. They first said, model the experience center, like sit down, you have 2 hours, model the experience center, deploy to VR, which was virtually impossible. But at least we got to an extent where they were really
Yeah,
impressed. And that
yeah.
was how I got
That's
into
awesome.
PwC. And also MTN, seeing that, oh, they were trying to
So
convert
did you
to a
approach
technology
them?
company. Yeah, it was quite interesting. So I already started my approach long before I met someone that was key there.
Oh,
So
that's
my
cool.
approach first was LinkedIn, 100%. Started messaging the top of the top people I could see there. I first
You're
did
radical.
I first did like a PowerPoint presentation of like,
Oh,
oh, you
that's
guys had
awesome.
a goal of converting from a telco to a technology company. These are the activities that technology company do, and this, I think, AR, VR, and metaverse can fit into the activity. Started sending them messages with no response, but luckily for me, they were also interested in, oh, how would they cause that innovation internally? Then they came to PwC to say, oh, how can we? So my last couple of months at PwC was actually spent at MTN before switching
So
to
are you
MTN.
saying your people at PwC was like, oh, let our star employee go? I mean, without no hard feelings, because I'm sure you were very
No,
impactful. Are you just like, I'm
there was
going,
no hard feelings. There was no hard feelings.
That's
Well,
good.
first and foremost, as much as you would try to keep people that supposedly stars, because I don't see myself as a star, you still need to respect their goals,
And their
right?
growth.
And
Yes.
there are some times where they've also paid their dues to an extent in terms of, oh, like we've put hard work into this,
Yeah.
we've created something amazing. Now is the time to move. No one is saying I'm not going to end up back in PwC, maybe as a director or as a
Yeah.
partner,
Yeah.
right? But as at that moment in time, it was actually time to switch.